what time is it? It's 3:53. I'm about to go to the park. Footage. Let me do footage first, y'all. Be patient, be kind. I recorded a lot my book club bestie clips for y'all, so that's why my phone is full. I was really enjoying the stories I've been reading lately, and I didn't have any friends to talk to them about, so I thought that I would make a video instead. Oh, thank you. Okay, but anyway, I just finished reading Breeds There a Man. I'm gonna be real, I don't like the title. I guess I get it. I guess I do. I just don't like it. You know, like I'm a title girly and I don't like the title. It was nice to come out here and read today. This was wholesome. You know, the birds were distracting me. And there was a cute little girl who kept chasing the birds, y'all. Let me show you the view that I keep looking at, like while I was here. Like this was really peaceful. Look, we got the sun for a second. This was like a really nice reading experience. I was glad to get out here. Me and my dinosaur sweater. I guess for like first thoughts, like after the book, like y'all, like this is one of those times where like I read it and I feel like I understood it. I understood it, but I'm missing stuff. So I'm like, I need to go look this up on Reddit and see like what other people think so I can piggyback and be like, oh, that you make a valid point. That hits. This is why Book Club Bestie exists, so y'all can put me in my place and tell me about this book that I don't understand. This also made me want to watch The Martian and a ton of sci-fi, so we love to see. Okay, bye. This haul basically made me not want to spend money anymore. So I'm going to show you guys everything I bought when I hung out with my friend. And I kid you not, he was like, I don't really want to shop. I don't want to spend money. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I didn't know that I should have been shopping at Joann's like my whole life. Like I was in there and I was ready to become a baker, like full-time baker. Like, oh my gosh, like I need all this stuff. And he was like, no, you do? I saw this set of like cake frosting spatulas. I was like, oh, I need this. I was like, look at it, like I need it. And I was like, plus everything's on sale. And he was like, how often do you bake cakes? And I was like, well, if I bought the frosting spatula, I'd bake more. I love this one because it's like this beautiful like green color. So I did indeed purchase this. I think it's so cute. So next up I got this really cute like sticker sheet. I thought this would be really cute in my scrapbook. I got this one too, which you can't really see all of the like options yet, but this one's like a really cute safari zoo theme. Decorative design cardstock book, which I can use in like my scrapbook especially. But now that I have this whole book, I also need to find some creative projects to do to like use this up. Next we went to Goodwill, and he was shopping for whatever. I think he was looking for like CDs and stuff. I just love getting DVDs when I'm at Goodwill. I like to collect like DVDs and stuff, especially like my favorite movies and like TV shows from my childhood. So I have like a pretty decent like DVD collection. Like FYE used to be my store. Got Minority Report and Gattaca, two sci-fi classics. So I had to get them. And next I went to Half Price Books. I dropped some dough. As I've been reading my cute sci-fi books. I've been watching my Doctor Who. I've been a sci-fi girl, but it's a little stronger this season. This is not new. Duh. I purchased a collection by Isaac Asimov. This is all supposed to follow up and succeed his I, Robot short story collection. Which I absolutely adored, love so much. I think it's what really got me into Isaac Asimov. And I like read that in my science fiction literature class. I love him. I purchased too much of his work. The Robots of Dawn, Naked Sun, Caves of Steel, Robots and Empire. Only other book I got from Half Price Books is The Great Gatsby. I didn't even know they had an illustrated edition. Now, personally, I don't like buying multiple of the same book. Like I don't like buying it in multiple forms. The only time I really did that was for college, because I made an exception because I wanted to read The Great Gatsby in this form. But yeah, it's illustrated, it's beautiful. Like I want to read all classics in this fashion. Like all classics need an illustrated edition. I'm a DVD collection girl. I'm buying the Star Trek series. So if y'all don't know, I am a Star Trek girly. Like Star Trek over Star Wars, respectfully, okay? But also I've been wanting to watch in the fan recommended order, and whenever I try to do that, it obviously takes me forever to actually get through a lot of it because it has to be on the right streaming platform, and then they move around and it's so annoying. So anyways, I bought like all the movies that they had there. The first Star Trek, and then Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. Star Trek 4, The Final Frontier Special Collector's Edition. I also love like movies in this fashion because especially with like the special features, it's like, ooh, like you'll get some deleted scenes. If you're lucky, you get director's commentary, so I'm really excited about that. Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. Star Trek Next Generation. We have Star Trek Generation, Star Trek Insurrection, and then Star Trek First Contact. And then I already own, I think, like one or two of like the newest Star Trek movies. So that's really exciting. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a Star Trek marathon soon, and I'm very excited. That was my haul. And that is why I'm taking a break from spending money. Hey guys, okay, so I'm gonna be real, I didn't record in Barnes & Nobles like at all. And yeah, it just looked really interesting. There wasn't like a huge section on like writing at the Barnes & Nobles, so I didn't need to buy anything new, but I did. And once I go back to my apartment, I will give you guys a proper haul of all the other books I bought lately that have not made it onto my bookshelf. Okay, I really hope you cannot hear my fan, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna turn it off because it's really hot. I thought I would do a real quick like book haul. So probably not like a really in-deep synopsis or anything. Like I'm sorry, but like you're not getting that today because half of these I did not buy it because I knew what they were about. I'm also taking a break from buying books now that I've said that, okay? So the first one, this is what I bought today. I bought Writing Fantasy and Science Fiction. This is by Orson Scott Card, Philip Athens, J. Lake. And this is about how to create out of this world short stories, novels, doodly-doo, doodly-bop. This visual right here. The reason why I bought this book was just because I wanted a book on the writing craft, and I already saved the cat on my Kindle, so I refused to buy a second copy, so I bought this one. Alright, there's no rhyme or reason to like the next books that we're gonna go through at all, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I bought Assistant to the Villain as well as Apprentice to the Villain, both by Hannah Nicole Meyer. I'm sorry. I literally bought these because Apprentice is book 2, but I bought it first, and then instead of being responsible and returning it, I just bought the first book so I could actually read the series. We'll see how it goes. But I got it just because it has a good title. Like, a lot of these books will get me if you just have a good title. And then this one, The Apprentice to the Villain, is a special edition, so it has this beautiful, like, purple edging. Next, I got Royal Air Academy. This is by Lindsay Duga. I specifically bought this just because it's Greek strings. I love anything that has to do with royalty and academies. Like, I just can't help myself. So, yay. This one is about I believe a man, like an old man, who is about to die, and he has to choose an heir out of his descendants. He can't exactly pick one because he doesn't necessarily believe any are ready for the throne, and he's not sure who to select. So he sends them to an academy that is dedicated to really improving the royal heirs, and then he will then pick one from the group. But you find out basically all of their tea, all of the drama, all of the pros and cons of picking who. So then we have Keymakers by Sophie Lark. This one is a special edition, so it has this beautiful blue siding. This one I bought with a friend that I went to the bookstore with, so we're gonna like buddy read this eventually. I didn't realize that this may have like smut in it. I don't really read smut. I, again, just like academies and royalty. So I love like the idea of like the Kingmakers. This is the first book in a series, which I'm really excited about. I hope that if it does have smut, it's not too much. It's gonna be a while because my friend said she has a couple books to get through before we can actually read this. I did go to college to study like creative writing and literature and communication, so I was in a huge reading rut, but occasionally I would find the time to read Neil Shusterman's Scythe trilogy, which I'll like put a visual here. But I absolutely love the trilogy. Like, I think it's incredible. I love what it has to say about like reflecting on human society, the purpose of human beings when we reach immortality and all these things. So this is the fourth book in the series. I believe, if I'm correct, that the Scythe trilogy is just a trilogy, so you could just read like the 3 books. I think this is just like a little bonus. I believe this is like a short story collaboration, like anthology set during the Scythe universe. And then, funny enough, for Neil Shusterman, since I had finished this one, I wanted to start another series of his, so I got Unwind by Neil Shusterman, and I love, like, I know this book has been out for ages, so this is definitely a updated cover art. It's beautiful, and I just like that they match color schemes. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember a lot about this book at all. I just remember vividly in middle school, we had to do book reports. Somebody did their book report on this, and I thought it sounded fascinating. So that's all we're going off of. But I believe this is like a huge found family trope as well. Next up, I was buying too many books at Barnes & Nobles that I got a reward. And at this point, I had bought a ton of books, so I didn't know which one to get. But I was hanging out with a friend, and I wanted to go buy a book anyway. Don't recommend doing that, but I ended up getting A Language of Dragons. I believe this is set during 1920s London, and it's about a girl who basically is studying the dragon language at the time, and then I believe somehow ends up betraying her nation and starting a war. Oh, that's all I really know about it, but I'm very intrigued. Plus, it's stunning. It's beautiful. So, ooh, look at that. Next up, ignore the fact that I can't get this sticker off, but this is The Serpent and the Wolf by Rebecca Robinson. I don't really remember what this is about at all. Ooh, it's really pretty matte inside. I just remember that I read the synopsis in Target and I wanted to buy it, so I did. I believe, is it like an arranged marriage? I believe it, I know it has to do with royalty, and then I believe it has something to do with like an arranged marriage, so bought that. Next, I absolutely love, absolutely adore Isaac Asimov. If you guys don't know, he's a very prolific science fiction literature author. I love his work so much. He has written, like, if you've seen I, Robot with Will Smith, he wrote a short story anthology. It's part of his robotic universe. He also has an adaptation for Foundation, which is this incredible, really long, really cinematically beautiful science fiction story that I think you can see on Apple TV. I don't even care for Apple TV per se, but they have a lot of science fiction stuff on there right now, and I literally only bought it so I could watch Foundation in severance. Isaac Asimov is one of my favorite authors, so I have to basically consume all of his material. So I ended up buying this one, These Stars Like Dust. This is the first book in his Galactic series, which I believe is supposed to be a prequel to the Foundation series. Personally, for me, I'm like the type of person, if I like watch the adaptation before I read the book, I feel spoiled, and I most likely will never read the book, no matter what. Most likely, never say never. So because of that, I feel like I can't really read the Foundation series, which sucks because I'm gonna show you a picture. I literally saw a gorgeous collector's edition of it today. You won't be able to see the photo, but it had like incredibly stunning gold pages, like edges. It was gorgeous. But I'll probably I most likely won't be reading it. But yeah, I can at least read the prequels, so I'm really excited. Also by Isaac Asimov, Nightfall, which is another short story collection. I believe it's the only one that includes Nightfall, the short story, and his publications. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this is about at all. It was just Isaac Asimov. It's a short story collection, and I don't believe it's been adapted yet, so there shouldn't be any spoilers out. And I just wanted another short story collection, so I got this one. We're getting there, guys. We're almost done. Next, I got The Secret of You by Ian Thomas. I'm gonna be honest, this poetry collection is really beautiful from what I've read so far. But also I think it's dealing a lot with like the topics of like death and grief. And when I was reading, it was just a bit much for me at the time. So I had to like stop for now. But I definitely think it's quite beautiful. A lot of the poetry that I read happens to be by like my favorite spoken word poet authors, such as Rudy Francisco, Portia Aliwola, Sarah Kay, Phil Kay, Omar Holman. And so because of that, it's kind of hard for me to connect to some poets that I don't have like any material to go off of, but I have been enjoying this one. I just kind of need to take more time to really soak it in. Alright, next up I got Daughters of Sparta. I was looking for more like kind of Greek stories. And to be honest, a lot of the books in like Barnes and Nobles that are in like the Greek mythology section, I already own and or have read either for my ancient Greek tragedy course or just for fun. So I didn't have a ton of options to go through, but I got Daughters of Sparta by Claire Haywood, and I'm really excited because if you guys have ever read, there's a trilogy, I believe it's like a play trilogy called the Agamemnon or the Orestia, which follows like Agamemnon, Clytemnestra, and then a little bit of like their children. But they have a daughter named Electra, and Electra barely shows up in the play at all. So this one I think I picked up specifically because it talks about Helen from the Trojan War, as well as Clytemnestra and Electra, and I was really, really excited about that. And also when I choose to write like historical fiction, I love setting it during like Sparta and ancient Greece era, so I love this. I got 2 more left, 2 apparently. I thought I had more. Oh, I do. Okay, I'm not going to get it right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to pick it up. But I do have a book. I'll put it like right here. Called The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. I am currently taking her masterclass for like world building, for science fiction and fantasy writing. So I decided to kind of give her writing a chance and check it out. A book by Brandon Sanderson. I can't figure out what it's called right now. I think it's called Starfall. I'm not quite sure, but it's like the first book in a science fiction young adult series. I just have no idea where I put it. No idea where I placed it, but I was enjoying it when I was reading it, so hopefully I find it soon. Next, I got Paradise 1. This one is thick, y'all. This is a thick boy. 677 pages, and it says to be continued. The Paradise 1, I ended up picking up just because this is one of those, like, humanity develops a colony on another planet. I'll read the synopsis for y'all, because now I'm invested. So, Paradise 1, Earth's first deep space colony. For thousands of people, it was an opportunity for a new life, until it went dark. No communication has been received from the colony for months, and it falls to Fire Watch Inspector Alexandra Petrova and the crew of the Artemis to investigate. What they find is more horrifying than anything they could have imagined. This is honestly giving, like, Aliens, you know, like, Aliens, Prometheus, maybe a sprinkle of Martian, like, kind of those vibes from what I was reading, and that was enough for me to purchase it. So I'm very excited. That is my haul. I will eventually put all my books away, but that means I have to reorganize my bookshelf, and that's going to take a minute, so.
It's too late, so don't wait for somebody. If you're just somebody he can live without.
But this is one that I'm going to take with me. It's Nightfall and Other Short Stories. Okay, the wind is kind of strong, but I walked 2 feet and then I got to this view. So I went ahead and sat myself down. But look how pretty that is. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, this isn't good, but you can see me. Where should I put? Oh. It's a horror movie. Rebuke in Jesus' name. Can I back you back up though? Like, I was dolled up. I did like a little night routine. Put on some PJs. And these are my new blue light glasses. You guys like them? My camera's dying. LOL. And then I had like a cute little bow. Okay, like I have this up here. That's wholesome. Y'all, this is hard. Now you can see why I took it off, okay? Oh, schnitzel, somebody's walking this way. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh my gosh. Wait, stop. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Anyways, so I've been cooped up at my apartment lately. Don't get me wrong, I've like visited like family and friends like here and there, but I've been home too much. And so I was like, oh, I should go out. But for context, I gotta get rid of my light source for a second. For context, I don't know if you can see that. It is 9:30 p.m. So I just wanted to leave my apartment. So I was like, oh, but I'm in pajamas, so I'm not gonna go to like a cafe or anything. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just like pull up to a parking lot. So I got some food and then I came to the mall. And I don't plan to be here very long, I don't think. Like my plan is kind of just to chill here for like maybe an hour or so. Like I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna listen to, I made a playlist for Project Seaweed, which is also known as like Project Vivica, but I think I'm gonna commit to Seaweed. We'll see, which is like an inside joke. You guys will find out eventually. But yeah, so anyways, Project Seaweed is my contemporary coming of age romance, maybe tragic romance novel that has like cultural exploration, and it's new adult. So that is Project Seaweed. I'm also working on my book, Project Chessman, which is a reference to like this Chinese drama I watched at one point. Nothing really to do with the book. It like connects in like a really weird way that doesn't make sense to anybody. Like if you read We Were Liars, which I'll put up here, the author literally explains that they were like, oh, the title is literally based off of something that isn't in the final copy of the book. So it's like one of those. My plan is to eat my food, listen to the playlist I made for Project Seaweed. I brought my laptop, so my plan is to just do some writing in the car. I charged it before I came, so I'm gonna work on that. And then I'll probably go home. Honestly, I don't love, it feels weird to be like, I don't love this parking lot. But I don't, so.
Feel like